The pop culture world is lighting up once again. And this time, it's not because of a surprise single or a viral music video. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco have officially tied the knot, marking a new chapter in both of their lives. Their wedding was everything fans expected and more. Intimate, emotional, and overflowing with love. The internet was flooded with dreamy wedding photos, heartfelt captions, and an outpouring of congratulations from friends, celebrities, and millions of fans around the world. But while much of the world was celebrating their happy ending, not everyone was popping champagne. One name in particular began to trend online just hours after the ceremony: Justin Bieber. According to several insiders, Justin has been privately reaching out to Selena in the days since her wedding, reigniting a storyline that many thought had finally come to an end. His unexpected attempts to communicate with his ex have reportedly stirred up tension behind the scenes, especially with Benny Blanco, who isn't taking the situation lightly. Benny, described by friends as calm and easygoing but fiercely loyal when it comes to Selena, reportedly confronted Justin directly. His message was clear: the wedding marks a new beginning for Selena, and the past needs to stay in the past. For Benny, it's not about jealousy or control. It's about protecting the woman he loves from the kind of emotional turbulence she's already experienced too many times. Imagine marrying the love of your life, basking in the joy of your first days as a married couple, and then finding out that your spouse's famous ex has started sliding into their DMs. That's essentially the situation Benny found himself in, and unlike the passive bystander fans might expect him to be, he decided to draw a line. What really sent the internet spiraling, though, was Justin's behavior on social media. Just hours after Selena and Benny shared their wedding photos, a romantic set posted on September 27th with the caption "September 27th, 25. Justin posted a carousel of basketball pictures. At first glance, it looked like a casual upload, but what played in the background caught everyone's attention: his own song "I Do," a track centered around themes of everlasting love, commitment, and promises that don't fade away. The timing couldn't have been more suspicious. Fans instantly flooded the comments, accusing Justin of being cryptic, emotional, and, most of all, intentional. "You knew what you were doing with that song, Justin," one fan wrote. Another bluntly added, "Boy, you're not over her. Just admit it." In the days that followed, Justin's activity online seemed off. He posted old throwback photos, emotional quotes, and even unfollowed and refollowed several accounts linked to Selena's inner circle. For fans who followed his and Selena's on and off relationship over the years, it was hard not to see the pattern. Justin and Selena's story is one of pop culture's most talked about romances. Their relationship spanned almost a decade, with breakups, reconciliations, and public ups and downs that played out like a soap opera for the world to watch. They finally ended things for good in 2018. Not long after, Justin married Hailey Bieber and seemed to settle into a quieter life, while Selena focused on healing, building her career, and rediscovering her happiness. And yet, even after 7 years apart, their past continues to linger in public conversations. Justin's choice to post that song on that day reignited old debates and endless speculation. Selena's fans were quick to rally behind her, defending her right to enjoy her wedding bliss without the shadow of her ex looming over it. "Let her be happy," one person commented. "He's had years to move on." Another added, "This isn't romantic anymore. It's disrespectful." Benny Blanco, meanwhile, has been handling things differently. The day after the wedding, he posted a soft, heartfelt carousel of wedding photos with the caption, "I married a real-life Disney princess." His words struck fans as genuine, tender, and quietly powerful. It was a declaration of love without theatrics, a stark contrast to Justin's cryptic posting. This difference didn't go unnoticed. On social media, fans began comparing the two men. One viral post put Benny's caption next to an old Instagram story from Justin about Hailey that read, "And my baby got pretty toes." The contrast was striking. Comment sections filled with messages like, "Benny writes poetry, Justin writes punchlines, and Selena finally found someone who adores her, not just posts about her." Selena, now 33, has lived much of her romantic life in the public eye. She's endured heartbreak, media frenzy, and relentless comparisons for years. So when she chose Benny Blanco, a man who's known her for years, collaborated with her creatively, and consistently supported her without stealing the spotlight, fans felt like they were finally seeing her in a love story built on stability rather than chaos. Benny has also earned praise for how he protects Selena from unnecessary drama. He's not someone who uses social media to stir the pot. Insiders describe him as someone who quietly but firmly stands up for the people he loves. When Justin's messages reportedly surfaced, Benny didn't take it lightly. He's watched Selena be dragged through media narratives for years, and he's determined not to let history repeat itself. Fans have even given him a nickname online, the calm in her storm. Unlike Justin's past public displays of love that often came with drama, Benny's love seems grounded, safe, and private. That's something Selena's supporters have long wanted for her. A love that allows her to shine without being overshadowed by scandal or nostalgia. But Justin's reaction has complicated things. Even though he hasn't mentioned Selena directly, his actions and the timing of his posts have fueled endless theories. Some fans believe he's struggling to accept that a major chapter of his life is truly over. Others think he's simply stirring emotions without fully realizing the impact. Either way, the public sees it, and so does Benny. In the week following the wedding, Justin appeared to shift gears, posting a cheerful photo dump from a trip to Scotland, smiling against a sunset backdrop. It seemed like an attempt to project a carefree, happy image, but not everyone was convinced. Many fans saw it as damage control after the backlash over his earlier cryptic post. At the end of the day, Selena and Benny are moving forward with their lives, building something new together. Meanwhile, Justin's behavior has many asking whether he's truly moved on, or whether some part of him is still caught up in the past. For years, Selena's personal life has been tangled with Justin's in the eyes of the public. But this wedding marks a clear turning point. She's not just moving on, she's choosing a future defined by peace, not chaos. And Benny Blanco seems determined to protect that future fiercely.